Have you ever left an interview wondering if you truly got to know the candidate behind the polished responses? We've all been there, when interviews feel more like a performance than an authentic conversation. Hi, I'm Stephen from Talent Select, and in this video I want to talk about the fine art of asking the right interview questions. The way you phrase your questions can either give you valuable insights or leave you guessing as to whether a candidate is the right fit for your team or not. Interviews are one of the most crucial tools in talent selection, but the real challenge lies in the types of questions that go beyond surface level responses and uncover a candidate's true potential. In this video, I want to help you refine your interview technique and ensure that your questions help you to make informed hiring decisions. Before diving into specific types of questions, it's important to understand why you're asking them. It's not just about confirming if the candidate can do the job as described in their CV. You're looking for more. You want to understand their thought processes, how they solve problems, and whether they align with your organization's culture. Think of the interview questions as a way to open up a window into your candidate's real personality. If you ask questions that are too basic or too closed, like can you handle deadlines, you'll miss out on valuable insights. The key is to ask questions that prompt candidates to explain their thinking and share relevant experiences. Many interviewers rely too heavily on closed questions, those that can be answered with a simple yes or a no. They don't offer much insight into a candidate's capabilities. Instead, you should consider using open-ended questions like, can you tell me about a time when you had to meet a tough deadline? How did you manage your time and your resources in that situation? Open-ended questions give candidates room to explain their actions and thought processes in detail. This not only provides you with a clear understanding of their experience, but also helps you to assess how well they communicate, which is a vital skill in many roles. Competency-based questions are a powerful tool for identifying whether a candidate possesses the essential skills required for your role. These questions focus on how a candidate has demonstrated key competencies in past situations. They'll often start with prompts like, describe a situation where XYZ, or give me an example of when you. For instance, if you're hiring a leadership role, you might ask, can you give me an example of how you motivated a team during a challenging project? What kind of strategies did you use and how did the team respond? The benefit of competency-based interview questions is that they force the candidate to reflect on real experiences, showing how they've used their skills to overcome challenges. This method also provides deeper insights into a candidate's ability to apply their skills in practical situations. As well as that, you'll get to see how they've developed key competencies over time, which is often more telling than theoretical knowledge. While competency-based questions examine past experiences, situational questions look to the future. These hypothetical scenarios ask candidates how they would handle a particular challenge. Phrasing often includes, what would you do if, or how would you approach XYZ? For example, a good situational question might be, what would you do if a project was falling behind schedule, but your team was already overworked? This type of question helps you to gauge the candidate's problem-solving abilities and how they might approach challenges that could arise in your organization. Situational questions allow candidates to demonstrate their critical thinking and decision-making processes in real time, which can be a valuable insight into how they might perform under pressure. Don't be satisfied with surface-level answers. Make sure you dig deeper with follow-up questions. If a candidate gives you a general response like, I led a successful project, make sure you push for more details. Ask, what specific actions did you take to ensure the project's success? Or what were the biggest challenges and how did you address them? Follow-up questions help you to uncover the full story and ensure that the candidate's involvement was actually substantial. It also helps you to gauge their ability to think on their feet and expand on their initial thoughts, providing a more rounded view of their skills and experience. Beyond skills and experience, it's critical to assess whether a candidate will thrive in your company culture. Asking questions like what kind of work environment do you feel most productive in, or how do you prefer to receive feedback, can give you a better understanding of their values and working style. Cultural fit isn't about hiring people who are all the same. It's about finding those who will complement your existing team and embrace your organizational values. Remember, technical skills can often be taught, but aligning with company culture is far harder to instill after the hire. One of the biggest traps interviewers fall into is asking leading questions, which unintentionally guide the candidate towards a specific answer. For example, you're good at handling stress, aren't you? Obviously, that's a leading question. The candidate is likely to agree with you even if it's not entirely accurate. Instead, make sure you get into the habit of asking more open, neutral questions like, how do you typically manage stress when juggling multiple deadlines? This phrasing allows candidates to answer honestly, providing a clearer view of their real abilities and their coping mechanisms. Mastering the art of asking the right interview questions isn't easy, but it's an essential skill for any hiring manager. By focusing on competency-based, open-ended and situational questions, and by actively listening to the answers, you'll be better equipped to uncover the candidate's true potential. These techniques can help you to see beyond the CV and get a real sense of who the candidate is and how they'll perform in your organization. If you found this video useful and you'd like to see more content aimed at supporting hiring managers, learning and development professionals, and business leaders who are looking to select and develop the right talent, please consider subscribing. If you have any thoughts on what makes a great interview question, or if you have any suggestions for topics that you'd like to see covered on the channel, please get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Look forward to speaking with you soon.